Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I know that I'm not doing videos recently, but in this case I have a new video with a new game that just get launched. For the reason, I will be teaching you how to be able to install the emulator and also be able to configure the emulator to be run this game without any issues on your Windows computer. Keep in mind, and as always I say, all the links that I've been using, all the files that I will be using on this video, you will be find on the commentary section on the pinned one. So make sure to take a look to that comment to be able to understand and have all the files that I've been using on this video. After making that acceleration, I will be continuing with the video. So the first step, as I always do on this video, will be downloading the emulator. That just will be simple. We have to go to Google and just type Ryujinx. After that, we only have to go to the download part of the Ryujinx on the Google section and then select the Windows one and just save the file. I will be saving here on my desktop. And after that, we have the emulator download on our computer. What we need to do just will be extract the file. I will be extract the file here and will be giving me a folder that calls Polish. Just we have to double tap and then search the Ryujinx.exe file that we have on this folder. We only have to double click and we'll be launching the emulator. We need to wait a few seconds only, and that will be all. The emulator will be completely downloaded on our computer and installed. So what we need to do to be able to make sure that the emulator will be running perfectly, so we have to minimize this emulator, and we will make sure that we'll be downloading the additional files. We need only to extract these files, and we have two folders, the keys folder and the firmware folder. With these two keys, what we need to do first, that will be the most important, we need to place the keys on the emulator folder. What we need to do, we'll go to the emulator, go to the file section, open this folder, go to the system folder, and then we have this folder. We have the folder like we only this file. For the reason, we need to open the keys folder for the folder that we just downloaded and copy these two files. I will be pasting again and replace the destination files. After that, we have the keys installed on our emulator. The next step will be install the firmware. In this case, will be the last firmware that Nintendo just released. For the reason, what we need to do, we have to go to Tools, Install Firmware, and install firmware from a directory. Over here, we have to go to the firmware folder that we just downloaded and just select in select folder. It will be asking you to install. It is telling me that I really have this firmware, but will be press yes, install the firmware, and that will be all. We have the firmware and the keys installed on our emulator. With this, we have almost completed the setup process of the emulator. What we need to do then will be just configure the emulator to have the perfect performance to be able to run this game. So what we need to do, we have to go to the options and settings, and over here we have some tools that we have to do. That will be optional to trick, but in that case the most important will be placing where your games will be located. We only have to go to the add section and select where your games are located. In this case, I have my game located and on this folder, that d-downloads. On input, that is important, that will be where we'll be configuring the controller. In this case, we'll be using an Xbox controller to make sure that we'll be doing the correct performance. So just give me a couple seconds while I look up for my Xbox controller. Back, so I will be connecting my Xbox controller. I hope that will be not turning on my Xbox. Okay, I hope so. Well, I guess it didn't turn on my Xbox. Yeah, it turned on my Xbox. And yes, turn on my TV. So in that case, I will be a few seconds, but I will be removing this device and try to connect again the controller. Okay. I will be searching for the controller. Wait a few seconds. And there you are. Okay. Wait a few seconds. Wait. Okay, I have a little issue over here, but this is not part of the setup process of the emulator. That will be express process. But after that, we have our controller connected. So I will be selling Xbox Series X controller. We have here the Xbox controller. Even they give us a map process of what will be the Xbox controller. I will be just replacing this for the correct input of my controller. That will be all over. That will be configured correctly. It will be pressed apply. Then we have in the system part, I will be selecting this part as default. Here there will be where you can, in this case, select the system language for the games. I will be using Latin American Spanish because that's my main language. And you can leave on that way. You can also select the system version, whatever you want. On CPU, I prefer to place this as default. That will be the best option to make sure that the emulator run the games without any issues. And then we have the graphics part. That will be important, so make sure to pay attention on this part of the video. On the backend process, we have the Vulkan API. If you have a really good graphics or a really new one, even if you have an AMD, you must select Vulkan. If you have an not dedicated graphics card, that means I think that would be integral graphics card, you must select OpenGL. Okay, keep in mind, in that case my computer have two graphics, the NVIDIA and the AMD Radeon. That will be the interest one, but I prefer to use the dedicated because that will be giving more performance on my game, more FPS. Okay, after explaining that, make sure to select the correct one. If you're not sure what will be the best for you, you can try to use Vulkan. If not giving you a really good performance, you can select, in that case, OpenGL. But make sure to try with these two things because that will be depending on your computer. Okay, so in this part we have a new different options. I prefer always to enable a shell like cache, and also enable the texture compression, and also enable the macro. That will be giving you more FPS and also a really good graphics. A resolution scale, that's also a really important one. I'm using 2x because I prefer the resolution over the performance, because it will give you more quality on my games. But if you do not have a really good computer, you can leave on native, or if you have a high computer, you can turn off these options. Even the emulator is telling us that for X is not recommended because you need a really good graphics card. Even I don't know if the 4090 will be able to run the games on that. And aliasing, I prefer to use FXAA because give us a really good anti-aliasing and not taking too much performance of the games. Or filter, scaling filter, I prefer to use FRs because will be the super resolution. That would be a really good one and provide us a really good resolution on the games. This one I prefer to use in automatic, especially you can use whatever your screen are. In that case, I have the screen on this type, I prefer to use that. Graphic packet multi-threading, or make sure to turn on because that will be given a really good graphics mode. Over here you can also select the scale of the FLR. Okay, on audio I prefer to use this as default. On network, make sure to turn off this one because if this is not online multiplayer game, so it is not needed for that the game. After that, we have the emulator configured to be able to run the game. So, and I will be launching the game, but I don't know if this video or this part of the video will be cut off because you know how the things work with this company. But I will be launching the video if for any time you are not able to run the part of the video where the game is running. Make sure to look up the commentary section. That will be possibly leaving more information about how the game is running on these Windows computers. So make sure to take a look, and for that I will be doing the closing of the video on this part because I don't know if I will be able to continue on this part of the video. Even if I not, I will be cutting the video and then upload again when I am able to do that. So make sure to check the commentary section, make sure to proceed and do all the steps that I did. If you have any questions, any doubts regarding how I did all this process, you can leave the commentary. I will be helping you through the commentary section. So thank you much for watching the video, and I will be running the game. There you are. So they will be on full screen because I have that configuration on full screen. They will be taking a few seconds.